So I don't really care for the design of the Master Grade 2.0 RX-78-2. Just just don't like it. I think they're going more for an anime style, but I don't like the head design. I'd rather have for the events. I'd rather have outies instead of innies. Also, the construction of the actual kit's fun aside from these vents. Oh man, but I just don't like it. And then when I saw they were coming out with a full armor version, and I love the full armor design, but not this kind of design. But still, I was gonna get it until I found out that you put the extra armor on with adhesive strips. Are you kidding me? You made the Perfect Gundam, which had flip out panels just for that purpose. And instead of just either using that mold or recreating that with the this one in a new armor, no, you just like glue it on basically. Not even glue it on because those I've seen things those foot panels don't stay on, so I gave up on that. And when I heard they were coming out with the Red Warrior, which is the Perfect Gundam 3, I was feeling the same way until I got it because I really like the way it looks. And I built it, and I was completely mistaken. This thing is great. It basically does everything that that full armor should have done, just better. And there's quite a few new pieces. I mean, it is the 2.0 interframe, and looking at it, let's just compare it to the original, because the other reason this is an anime-inspired design is it's very smooth. But the Red Warrior definitely has more detail in the panels, even in, like the thighs. You got some little divots here in the where the knee is, but nothing there. It's smooth. So yeah, even let's see, maybe the calf. Nope, calves are different too. Everything's I think different. So yeah, using the inner frame, but the armor seems to be new, and I really like that head. It's very cool. Love the pointy kind of Zeta face mask, and the shoulder armor thrusters just really bulks it up more, and it's just like an illusion really, but it works. And its posability, like the 2.0 Master Grade, it does have great articulation, but I feel that this does it even better. Like it like takes what that did and somehow makes it smoother. And I like the shoulder armor is actually connected to the shoulder joint for the arm. So when you bring the arm forward, see that goes forward with it. This can get out of the way. It's just really nice. Like the 2.0, like I said, it is a great design. Like in terms of their posability, the inner frame. Just not a fan of how they use the. I guess the waist could rotate a little better, but it is kind of confined. But yeah, it's just not the best use for the mold. I feel like this is what it like really shines. Back skirts are a little hindered there, but the forward's pretty good. Ooh, that's kind of squeaky, a little tight. And yeah, thigh rotation. I mean, it isn't as good as like a 3.0 in terms of posability. Anyways, God, that's a nice knee. But it's definitely got what you need, and like I said, it feels more free with this design. And it's got actual like little missiles. You got the slide down skirts. So you got some little missiles there. And you got opening up missile tits. Which the little red panels move too. Not too hard to pop them off of, but they do move, so you can get them out of the way. And you got, yeah, missile spread. And even the cockpit is an interesting little idea. Well, I just got tucked up in there. Little teen cockpit, little baby cockpit. Because of course it doesn't have a core fighter, which actually means it has way better posability in the torso because there's nothing to get in the way, so they really had to redesign that. And you got the little buckler there, which I think can fire. Looks like it has 2 beam emitters sticking out there. But this guy's also got a ton of weapons to actually hold. We've got bazooka, which has an extending barrel. You got the handle there. The fact that all the handles are all the way through because these hands have the little flip out tabs is so good, so good. That means that every kit can actually hold, or every weapon can be held, and it works. It's not those stupid because I thought it was the 2.0 hands that have little tabs built in that don't move, but these ones do. So maybe am I crazy? Oh no, I'm not. They did change the hands. They give you different so these are the ones that are crap. Oh my god. So yeah, they made this thing better all around. Good job, Bandai. You learned. You only took a stupid ruining of the friggin' full armor. But anyways, you've also got a Gatling gun. Does some stuff. You got not 1, but 2 oddly shaped beam rifles. This was not as bad, but this one just doesn't make sense. It looks like it's part of something bigger, right? And yeah, they're weird. Doesn't mean they don't fit in the hand perfectly fine. I shouldn't actually be using that one because The peg I couldn't find where the peg was initially, and it was because it was still in one of the weapons. So, and I noticed there was a stress mark forming on these already. Well, I mean, already, this thing's actually kind of old now, but it's not like I go playing around and bashing it into other models, but still. And for a little bit of melee, you get 2 blades. I'm hesitant to call them swords because, well, it looks like they just stuck the hilt on as an afterthought, or the handle on as an afterthought. But they work just as well in the hands as all the other stuff. If you don't like how these look, you can actually take this smaller beam rifle, and just shove one in there. And now you got a little bayonet, or a bigger dagger with the actual hilt now. Or you can do the same thing with the longer one. And this is actually like my personal favorite combination. Much bigger sword now. Or you can have a ridiculous bayonet. You'll stab them before you even start shooting them. Now, of course, you can also do some more things with this stuff. This guy's got a lot of little things to do, but you got these armatures. You can either peg them onto the side skirt, or there are these flip down tabs on the side skirts, so you can use those. I prefer the backpack, but yeah, to each their own. Doesn't matter. And then you can take, we'll take the hyper bazooka and we'll just peg it in on this side. I think that's what I did last time. I don't remember how I did the configuration. And then we'll take the Gatling gun. We'll peg it over here. So many joints on this, on these armatures really helps the whole combination. And so you can have it hooked up like that. But this one, the Gatling gun, actually has a little extra feature. You take this, like I said, weird looking beam rifle, and you just slide it in. So now you have a like a flip around gun. So you can have Gatling gun or beam, well, I guess large beam gun. Definitely, this is how I keep it. It just seems to make sense. I just don't like how it looks like that. It looks like it's part of something else. So I think it's just better to leave it like that. And then it gives the you can have it pegged up higher or pegged up lower. It doesn't matter. I prefer with the Gatling gun hole. Oh, and I forgot, you can actually rotate these ends, so you don't actually have to see the holes. That's a cool little feature. That's a super nice little touch. So you can just cover the holes up if you're going to use them handheld, or don't use that, peg. So very cool. Then you flip that handle in. Oh, and there's also a beam saber that can come out of here. It's kind of like you couldn't notice it. I mean, it's just very small. I forgot about it. It just looks like some like arm detail, but yeah. So even more melee. It's a great kit. Man, I love this thing. Bringing in the other one again, because they did so much more to this than I think they actually needed to. Where the full armor, they should have done a lot better. This one, they seem to have done everything and then some.